everyone. So I'm getting over a cold, but I wanted to share about Catholic radio. And I've talked about this before on What Laura Likes, so I will link down below that video. But being back after not having Catholic radio just in the car as I'm driving around and then now having it, it's been such a huge blessing. I've already heard such amazing messages. And I remember back in 2018, 2019, 2020, when I was going through the deepening of my faith and, in teaching you guys as kind of I was learning, Catholic radio, which is this huge, huge point of education, and God spoke to me so often through whatever it was on Catholic radio. And so I want to encourage you today on Mother's Day, on Ascension Sunday, if that's what your diocese does. Ascension Thursday was actually the true Ascension Day, but we won't get into that. I want to encourage you to find your local Catholic radio station and plug it into your car, plug it into your phone. You can, of course, get like the EWTN app, the Relevant Radio app. There's other Catholic radio apps you can get on your phone. But what I find is that whenever I pop into the car, whatever is playing is like what I need to hear. And so the other day I heard this beautiful testimony about, first I heard a second half of a Father Ricardo, Christ is the Answer, which was amazing. It was about the idea of being a lamp, and that like God is the one who's holding we're the lamp and God's hand is holding us. And so he's the one determining where we shine our light. It was so cool. And then there was a testimonial at the end, and the testimonial was really powerful. And I started crying at one point because it was just how God's always listening and how he does things in such amazing ways, always beyond typically what we expect. And then there was a conversation about a different call was talking about a woman whose son was murdered, and through grace and forgiveness, she actually became best friends with the murderer. And that can sound so insane, but like God's charity goes so far beyond anything we can comprehend naturally. And so rather than kind of rejecting that and saying that doesn't make sense, that's not fair, it's like that's how deep God's charity goes, and that's how capable we are with being, cooperating with his grace. And then there was another story about a woman who called Mother Angelica, and her brother had died suddenly, and Mother Angelica was talking about how, God's ways are not our ways, and we don't have to understand them. We have to accept them. And so she was talking about how everything that happens to us is for our sanctification. And then she also was sharing a little bit about how everyone who's died has seen God, and how what a blessing that is. And Mother Angelica was sharing a little bit about how, and I don't like hearing people talk about purgatory. Purgatory is not something we have to go through. That's a whole different video. But if you have not worked through 33 Days to Merciful Love, about Saint Therese and the Little Way, the conversation on a certain day about purgatory is like, yes, I remember reading that, and I was like out loud, like, yes, that's true. It hurts God when we assume that we're going to go to purgatory, because God is not in purgatory. So I don't know why, but Mother Angelica was saying, I know I shouldn't, I'm going to end up going to purgatory, but at least, Lord, I'll have seen your face. Like every time, and I never had thought about that before, that no matter where you go, heaven, hell, or purgatory, we will all have seen Jesus before we get our judgment. Now, I personally pray every single day for both final perseverance, but also that my purgatory is here. That because I just want to run to Jesus, and I want him to say, well done, my good and faithful servant, and that's it. End of, game over, never leave the beatific vision after that. And so whatever I have to go through here, and that can be a scary ask, right? Like maybe you're not in a position where you can ask that yet and be like, I want my purgatory here. But trust me, this side of heaven, no matter what God throws at you, even if it's like daily suffering, daily pain, death of loved ones, it's nothing compared to the purgatory that happens after. So, anyway, all that to say, turn on Catholic radio today if you're driving in your car. If not, get like the Relevant Radio app. If you're in the Midwest, pray the Divine Mercy Chaplet weekdays with Drew Mariani at 3 o'clock. It is so powerful. So powerful. Anyway, I'm going to keep this real short, but happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We get to move into our house on Tuesday. I'm so very thankful. We're still in a hotel. I'm like cold. I'm on day 5, but it's getting better, so I'm excited. So anyway, just a little plug for Catholic Radio, and I hope you guys have a very blessed day. Bye.